Hello Tiger fans, and welcome to Tiger TV.
This is Mike White with Coaches Talk. Today we're here with Coach Justin Cruz, head football coach of the Ripley High School Tigers. Coach, thanks for being with us again.
It's great to be here.
Well, again, it's a lot more fun after a win, and we had a good win last Friday night against the Bolivar Central Tigers. We got a big lead and gave up part of it, was able to hold on and come out with a big win for our first district game of the year.
Yeah, anytime you get a region win, something to be proud of, be happy with. I'm not really happy with how close the game ended up. Like I told our kids all week, we got to learn how to finish. When you have an opponent down, like we did, 35-12 going to the fourth, the game should really be an afterthought at that point. As long as you keep moving the football, hang on to it, and play good, solid defense. But the problem was that we kind of let some stuff slip there. Some special teams errors. Didn't recover an onside kick. Defense had some breakdowns in the secondary. That young man was hard on himself, but that's what I told him. It's a learning experience moving forward. And the biggest thing was I just felt like we kind of got lackadaisical a little bit on our tackling, different stuff. Like one touchdown in particular, we missed a few tackles. They scored. Just like I told the kids, just kind of have a greater sense of urgency and know when you can put somebody away to do it. So I'm glad we were able to hang on. It was ugly, in my opinion. A lot of flags. I can tell you already they weren't all warranted. I don't know what was going on last week with all that. But yeah, I'm thankful anytime we get out of the region with a win, start off the year with a region win, and set yourself up to make a a push for the playoffs.
And that was my next point. We didn't have very good officiating, I thought. And I know you and I have talked about it. I thought the quarterback was moving early most of the time, and I still think he was, no matter what the referees say. Because if anybody else in any other position started moving back before the ball was snapped, it would have been a penalty. So don't agree with them, but nobody asked me. So, but and again, as you alluded to, a bunch of other calls that were made or weren't made that should have been or should not have been. Just didn't seem like it was, a fairly called game to me.
It felt very one-sided. I mean, it was about as frustrated as I've ever been with officials as a coach. And I understand they're doing the best they can do, and sometimes, we don't feel like that's good enough. I'm thankful for what they do for their job and all that. Sometimes it's just we ain't on the right end of it. And here lately, I feel like it's been a lot. So, hopefully coming down the pipe, there's going to be a game where we get better calls and things we feel like are going more our way. And you just got to be optimistic. But yeah, I was very frustrated.
Yeah, you think if there's 10 penalties a game, you get at least 3 of them. But I don't know that we got that percentage of them. It was just.
I'll tell you, I don't know if there was 3 the entire game. In our way, it felt like.
It exactly felt that way. But the only thing that I guess the thing that's good about it is, even with the bad officiating, we still came out with a win and got our first region win. And since we've come past that and getting ready to go to McNairy Central, how are we health-wise coming out of that game and getting ready for this one?
We got some kids banged up. There's not as much starters. There's a few backups and stuff they're going to be out this week and whatnot, which hurts your depth in areas. But at this point in the season, that's to be expected. We're hoping nothing serious. We got some kids going to see some doctors and whatnot, and hope for the best. But I would say we're relatively healthy for the point of the year. We just got to continue to try to get healthy and stay healthy for those kids. Continue to condition and stretch and do all the things that we can to prevent injuries, which we've tried to do a good job of throughout the season and this week especially, getting treatment and whatnot. But yeah, I think we're pretty healthy going to the game, and I don't think there'll be anybody missing that you guys would notice right offhand. We'll get some guys back that we haven't had. Austin Thompson will be back this week. Artorius Alfred will be back this week, so he'll be back in the secondary at corner. So we're optimistic about what we got moving forward. We feel like some kids have been able to be real flexible and versatile and move around and play some different positions that they weren't necessarily comfortable with in the beginning, but it's going to make us that better down the stretch.
Well, getting ready for the next big game, which is McNairy Central. We travel to McNairy Central, make a pretty long bus ride, at least for the ones riding the bus, all the way down, a couple hours, I guess. Haven't played McNairy Central. I don't know if we played them before. We hadn't played them in a long time. If so, what do we know about them, and what can you tell us about what kind of offense and defense they run?
Defensively, they're 3-4 like us. Offensively, their offense will look similar at times to Southside's. They do run some option stuff. They will run the spread and getting empty, kind of like Bolivar did. I don't know that their quarterback's as talented as Bolivar's. I will tell you, I think, just like I told you before the game, and even after the game, I think the quarterback that we played from Bolivar is arguably the best quarterback in the region as it stands right now, just because of what all he can do with his legs and his arm. He's very savvy, as you saw. So I don't anticipate him to be that versatile. At least they don't look like on film. But yeah, they're going to try to run a lot of option stuff, and they'll try to run some sweeps and screens and whatnot, and throw it down the field on some deep balls every once in a while. So they're going to try to make you stay disciplined, which I think if it's anything like we did the Southside game, our defense had probably the best game of the year they had against Southside, so they should be comfortable seeing this offense again.
Who would you say is their better player?
Well, the quarterback's pretty, I guess you'd say, slippery. He's got a little speed on him. The running back, looks like he can go if he gets loose. So I would say 9, 6, 4, and 5 are probably some of their best players.
Well, they, again, going to McNairy Central, of course, that's in Selmer. And I know you're leaving early to go to the game. Have to leave, I think y'all leaving 2:30 or so to get ready to go down to get ready for the game. And we just want to invite everybody to come out and make that short trip down to Selmer and come and support the Ripley High School Tigers. We're 2-1, 1-0 in the district or in the region, and we want to make that 3-1.
Yeah, every time we can get a region game win, the better.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time, and I want to wish you good luck in the game against McNairy, and we'll see you on the sideline.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Fans, and welcome to Tiger TV and WTRB's live broadcast of Ripley High School football. Tonight, the Ripley Tigers travel to Selma to take on the McNairy County Bobcats in a district matchup. This is Mike White along with Tracy Crazy Horse Henson to bring you all the live action.
Ready for this game, man. Been a long drive, but I'm ready for it.
Long drive, and we ready to go. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Will Lowry. He's listening to us tonight. Matter of fact, he told me to tell you, Tracy, we had 3 fans tonight because he was listening instead of being here.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to give a big shout out to Rodney and Dawn Envy. I told them I would, and so they're listening and watching Tiger TV. So let's get this game on. And
yeah, good folks. They had a couple of sons that I know of that played, and so they're big supporters of Ripley High School athletics, and we are just about getting ready for the meeting of the captains in midfield. Tonight, the coin toss will be brought to you by, by Bank of Ripley. Your first downs by Farm Bureau Insurance. Touchdowns, Bank Tennessee. Injury timeout, Star Physical Therapy. Penalties, Clint Conrad, Southern Roofing and Renovations. And the turnovers by Ripley Parts and Tire. And the coaches for Ripley are head coach Justin Cruz, assistant coach Jordan Garner, Aaron Lowry, Tim Grapes, Tanner Trevathon, Austin Tate, and Josh Northcutt. And captains for tonight for the Ripley Tigers will be number 8, Josh Hearn. Number 35 for the Tigers is Shamar Hayes. Number 2, Sammy Smith. And there's one more, I think it's one of the twins that I can't see his number, looks like 55 maybe, Logan Simpson. And that is right. And so they are walking toward midfield, getting ready for the coin toss. The Ripley High School cheerleaders this year, brought to you by Helena Chemicals. And they are Captain Meg Coker, Captain Reese White, Kaylee Etheridge, Shermaya Haynes, Marley Heath, Anna Beth Macy, Demaya Taylor, Aisha Body, Brett White, Laney Woodard, Linda Burham, Cheyenne Fitzhugh, Allie Henderson, Julia Manley, Kaylee Pittman, Dorena Robbins, Reagan Conrad, Emerson Heath, Carly Hutchins, Zoe Latham, Emerson Payton, Briley Ray, and the coach is Bailey Ream.
Ripley got a good turnout as far as we had to drive to McNairy Central. Glad they came out to support the Tigers.
So here's the toss. And it looks like McNairy won the toss. McNairy does win the toss, and they elect to receive, so they'll get the ball first. Also, we want to give a shout out to all the businesses and people that generously help with new uniforms for the cheerleaders this year, and they are Lane Covering, Helena Chemicals, Smoker Friendly, Bank of Ripley, Canals, Keeley Bonding Company, MLK Auto Insurance, Unique Property, Mott's Flower Shop, Bees Waffles, Farmers Home Furniture, Thornton's Tax Service, Dr. Brooks Family Optometry, Royalty Hair Salon by
Hello,
Tip,
Tiger fans,
Fish's
and
Wing
welcome to
Shack,
Tiger
Harper
TV.
Eye Care, Thompson's Mortuary, Criner's Furniture, Chisholm Lake, First Citizens National Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Marvin Windows, Komatsu, Southern Roofing and Renovations, and Tiger Wash. And those are your sponsors. Thank you so much for helping out with the cheerleaders uniforms this year. So the McNairy Central Bobcats come from the south end of the field. Ripley are just lined up behind the sign, getting ready to come out from the north end of the field. Here come the Ripley Tigers, led by the cheerleaders. We are just about at kickoff.
The Tigers be kicking up with the Bobcats. Second time I've been to this field. First time I came years ago before I parked down here. McNairy, that's been over 20 years.
Yeah, nice stadium, nice field. They got good facilities here.
Yeah, and the people are very hospitable. I mean,
They have been.
They, you know, and that's how it should be, you know.
Absolutely. Well, they're playing a familiar song that the local band is here. They're playing Rocky Top.
Yeah, I was going to say they got a good band.
Yeah, a big band. All right, Ripley will be defending the north goal. So they'll be going from the north to the south. Crockett will have two back deep. They'll stand back around their 5-yard line as Hendon gets ready to tee it up and kick it off here to start this Region 7-3A regional matchup. Ripley 2-1 on the year, McNairy 1-2.
We had a tough game last week against Bolivar. They,
We had to play them and the referees too, I think.
oh, big time, big time. Let's see where Hendrick's going to put this ball. Maybe in the end zone.
McNairy in all blue with white numbers, Ripley in all white with purple numbers. And it's football time in Tiger Town. The ball's going to be taken at the 5-yard line. It crosses the 10, the 15, gets to the 20, and is stopped about the 24-yard line. So that's where McNairy Central will go on offense first. They'll have it first down and 10 at their own 24.5-yard line.
Yeah, he said they had to go in overtime last week against Fayette Academy, and Fayette Academy come out with a win against the Bobcats. We're going to see what they got on
Hello,
offense.
Tiger fans, and welcome to Tiger TV.
Crockett, check that. McNairy, they're going to huddle up their umpire. Check that. The quarterback is coming in from the sideline with the play. We are just about ready for the first offensive play of this game. McNairy's going to send one wide to the left, one wide to the right, wing to the right, shotgun formation. One running back behind the quarterback. Take a snap, and he's wanting to throw it. He's hitting the backfield by Austin Thompson III, and he's going to lose all the way back to, took him down around the 10. I think they're going to say his forward progress must have been stopped at around the 15. At any rate, they're going to lose about 5 yards and make it 2nd and 15. Great job there by Austin Thompson III.
Oh, yeah, he come in. You know, he didn't get to play last week, so he's going to make up for it tonight.
This time it'll be 2 wide to the left and 1 to the right for McNairy. They'll have shotgun, and then they'll have 2 running backs behind the quarterback, and he hands it off the right side and runs into nothing but a wall for the Ripley Tigers. And so it's going to be no gain there. It's going to make it 3rd and about 15.
Yeah, ball was handed off number 17, Kendall Peace. He's a sophomore for the Bobcats, and wasn't no running for him.
The ball's at the 26, or check that, on the 16-yard line. It's 3rd down and about 15. Check that, it's 3rd and about almost 20. So big 3rd down play for the Bobcats. Empty backfield now, quarterback in shotgun. Wide, 1 to either side. Quarterback takes a snap, he's gonna run himself right up the gut. And he runs into Deloach right in the middle of the line. He does gain 2 or 3 yards, but it's gonna be still outside the stick, so it's going to be 4th down and about 15 to go. So it'll be a punting situation for McNairy Central.
Yeah, that was King, sophomore for the Tigers that been on that play course for AT3.
Back deep for the Tigers is going to be Hurdle and Hearn. They're going to stand back just across their 50-yard line. Here's the snap. Gets the punt. Oh, it's blocked by none other than Super D. They're going to fall back on it, but Ripley will get the ball in great field position inside their own 20-yard line. So Ripley will start out with a 1st and 10 in the red zone, and a great hustle there by number 32, Deloach.
Yeah, we need to call him Superman, 'cause he's quick and
Super
fast.
D.
Hello, Tiger
He's
fans,
everywhere.
and welcome to Tiger TV.
Johnny on the spot. He's a spark plug. As old folks say, he ain't big as a bar of soap after a hard day scrubbing. Boy, he sure makes himself known. Okay, Ripley will have 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Man in motion is Hearn from left to right. Smith is your quarterback. Hand the ball to Barbie going off the left tackle, and he just maybe gets a yard, if that. Probably no gain. He had a lot of green grass in front of him, but they grabbed him by the ankle and brought him down. And so about a 2-yard pickup. We'll call it 2nd down 8.
Yeah, he got caught by Josh Till, number 73 of the Bobcats.
Now he loses 2, so it'll be 2nd down and 12. 2 wide left to the right. Smith gonna run himself. He goes off the right side inside the 10, down close to a 1st down. I think it's gonna be about a yard short.
Good run by
Smith.
By Sammy. Good run.
So it's gonna be 2nd, or check that, 3rd and 1. Ripley has 3 wide left, 1 to the right. And they hand the ball to Barbie going up the middle, and he gets across the 5 and gets inside for a 1st down. That's gonna be a 1st down for the Ripley Tigers. That 1st down brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line for the Ripley Tigers.
I don't know who hit him, but he took a
He
big
did
hit.
take a hit, a big hit. He sure did. 3 wide left, 1 to the right. They hand it this time to Barbie, and he gets stacked up at the line. He may have lost a yard or 2. Having some tough sledding running up the middle. They've got a couple big guys, 2 defensive tackles and a nose guard.
They're good size.
So Ripley will have it 2nd and goal. Quarterback takes a snap, he's looking to throw, and he's still looking. He's flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to be sacked in the backfield, back outside the 10 to around the 14 or 13-yard line. He just had nobody to throw it to. The defense did a good job secondary of covering. Had nobody to throw it to, tried to tuck it and run, and they closed in on him and brought him down. So he's at the 11-yard line. So it's now 3rd and goal from the 11 for the Ripley Tigers.
Great job by that McNairy Central defense.
Absolutely. 3 wide left, 1 to the right for Ripley. Smith takes a snap. He drops back. He's looking to throw. He's throwing it over the middle. It's complete for a Ripley Tiger touchdown. That's to JQ. That's Hurdle.
That's Hurdle.
For the touchdown. That is a Bank Tennessee Ripley Tiger touchdown with 7:21 to go in the 1st quarter. Ripley draws first blood up 6-0 as we get ready for the point after.
You know, good throw by Sammy, but also better catch by Hurdle because he had to go up and catch it.
Yeah, it was a good play all the way around. And Hearns, he's another one of them little spark plugs. Here's the snap. The kick is blocked, and a flag comes out. So let's see. We'll get to kick it again. You know, it's a procedure against us, so we'll back it up and kick again, which is I'm glad we get an opportunity to do that over.
Yeah, I think number 74 for the Tigers jumped. That is Kraft.
So Hearn to hold, Deloach to snap, and Hendricks to kick. Slow snap, gets up, and this time it goes through. So with 7:21 to go in the 1st quarter, Ripley opens up a 7-0 lead as they get ready for the kickoff. And we'll take a 30-second kickoff and be back right after this. We're back after that Ripley Tiger touchdown. McNairy got the ball first, stalled out. Ripley blocked the punt and got the ball in inside the 20-yard line to start with. Got a 1st down and was able to punch it in on 3rd down, get the extra point to make the score 7-0 as Ripley gets ready to kick off from their own 40-yard line on the near hash mark. We'll give a shout out to Tiger TV folks, Steve Vickery and Brad Vickery, bringing you all the camera action tonight, and normally Mark Jones is there. He's ill, not able to be here tonight. Wish him a speedy recovery. And here's the kick.
And it's a low end-over-end kick, and it's going to roll down and be taken at about the 12, crosses the 15, the 20, out to the 25, and that's about it. Good job there by the Tigers, trying to see who was the first one down to make that initial stop. That was number 7, AT3.
Yeah, he got Thompson got up. He's limping a little bit.
I think he's trying to shake something off, it looks like. I thought maybe his shoe just, the heel came out, but we definitely need to keep him in. He's another spark plug. River's got a lot of athletic kids out on the field. McNairy will have 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Now they've got 2 to the left, 2 to the right, wing to the right. Empty backfield, man in motion. They hand it to the man in motion, coming this way. He's hit in the backfield and going to be hit for a loss. They tried to run a sweep around this way. 56 and Omarion and Austin Thompson in on the tackle.
Yeah, 56 is Will Rose. He's a junior.
Great job. So they get them. They say it's about a 5-yard loss, so it'll be 2nd and 15 for the Bobcats.
Great job by the Tigers for selling that ball. Yeah,
good defense. Coach said he really chewed on the defense, especially for the 4th quarter last week, so he was expecting them to play a better game tonight.
Yeah, we let Bolivar have too many touchdowns last week.
I think we gave up 21 points in the 4th quarter last week.
Yeah.
And the stoppage of play. McNairy's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with him and be back in 30 seconds. We are back as we get ready for the timeout. Come back after the timeout. Want to give a shout out to Jason back in the studio running the board for us. Ripley comes back on the field. Crockett, I don't know why I keep calling him Crockett, but McNairy is still on the sideline as they are having the last-minute instructions from the coach. Play resumes. It'll be 2nd and 15. McNairy has the ball on their own 20-yard line. McNairy will have 1 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left, wing to the left, and they hand it to the sweep coming this way. He's got a little room. This time at the end, here we get to clean him up, and that is
Deloach.
Number 32 and number 11, Deloach and Hurdle in on the tackle for no gain. So it's going to make it 3rd and 15.
Able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That penalty
3rd down.
was brought to you by Clint Conrad, Southern Roofing and Renovations there in Dyersburg. McNairy will break the huddle. They will send 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. And they're going to have a wing to the right. Now they got 2 wide, and they put another man in motion. They're going to have to call a timeout or get a delay of game.
Delay a game?
Yep, delay of game. So we knew that was coming. So that'll back them up 5 more. It'll make it 3rd down and 20. That's coaches hate that. You come back after a timeout and then get a delay of game. That's a hard pill to swallow.
Moves the ball back to the 15-yard line.
2 wide to the left, 1 to the right, looking to throw, looking. If they're going to throw long downfield, he's going to overthrow everybody. And Ripley had the closest man to it. That was number 43 for the Tigers, and that was Art Alford. He's a junior. This is one of his first games back. He's had an injury that he's just coming back off of.
Yeah, that ball was intended for number 8, Luke Clint, the Bobcats. Quarterback had plenty of arm. He just overthrew.
Too much arm.
Yeah.
The punter's going to stand back just about his own 2-yard line. Ripley's going to have Hurdle and Hearn standing back just across the 50. And almost get a block, but not quite. It's going to be a fair catch called for at the 50-yard line by Hearn, and so Ripley will have the ball to midfield stripe to start their second offensive possession down here in Selmer, Tennessee, McNairy Central High School for the Bobcats.
Tigers have possession of the
Ripley will have the ball in great field position to start this drive right at the midfield stripe. Ripley starts out with 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Smith quarterback, and Barbie stands to his right in shotgun. Here's a snap, and they hand it to Barbie. Starts inside, breaks it outside, breaks another tackle. He's still on his feet, dancing around. He's going to push forward and pick up about 5 yards. And with he falls down about 8 yards, but they had blown him forward progress dead at the 45, so they crossed the midfield stripe and are at the Bobcat 45-yard line.
Number 55, one of the Simpson twins, grabbed him from behind and suplexed him.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 for Ripley. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Smith in the gun. Takes a snap. He hands it off to Barbie and fumbles the ball, and Ripley gets back on it. It was a handoff, and the mesh wasn't there, and Smith falls on it. We lose a couple of yards on it, so we're going to put us back now at 3rd and about 7 for the Tigers. 2nd and 7. 2 wide left, 2 to the right again. Barbie the running back, Smith quarterback. Smith takes a snap, looking to throw, looking downfield. He's throwing over the middle, and he gets hit about the time he throws the ball, and it falls, fortunately, into no man's land, and it falls incomplete. So now that was 3rd down. I thought that was right. Now 4th down, so Ripley in a punting situation for the first time in the game.
Yeah, we're going to do a better job than that, of getting that ball downfield.
Hearn will stand back close to about his own 36 or 7-yard line to punt the ball away. 1 man back deep for McNairy. He's going to stand back about his own 9-yard line. Gets a snap. Flag comes out. Gets a great punt away. It's a fair catch call for, and it hits and rolls into the end zone. But a flag comes out before I'm not sure if it was before the snap. I'm going to say that it is, and we may back up 5 yards and punt it again. If they could decline it, take it at the 20. I did talk to Coach Cruz and get something clarified. I had said something last week, and it used to be that way. You could get in the neutral zone and get back as long as you weren't in the neutral zone, but when the ball was snapped, and that's the way it was for a long time. It's not that way anymore. It's called a neutral zone infraction if you get into the neutral zone. So Ripley, that was offside against Ripley, and it is declined. So now Bobcats will have it at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10, trailing 7-0 with 4:21 to go in the opening quarter here in Selmer, Tennessee.
Ball spotted on the Bobcat, 21st and 10 for the Cats.
McNairy will send 1 wide out to either side. Wing to the right, shotgun formation, 1 running back. They hand it to the running back. He goes up the middle. No, quarterback keeps it and is eat up in the backfield by number 41. Was one of the first ones there. That was Pitts.
So what happened when he handed the ball off? He dropped it. It bounced on the ground. The quarterback got right back on top of it.
That's a fortunate bounce for them.
A yard loss on the play. 2nd down for the Bobcats.
I think he tried to hand it off, and
He did.
I didn't see it hit the ground.
Yeah, I did. I saw it. It hit the ground.
1 wide to either side, and they hand the ball going right up the gut again, and nothing much there. They might have picked up a yard or 2. It's going to make it about 9 yards to go because they lost a yard on the first play, so it's going to make it 2nd down. Well, they say it picks up about 3, so it'll be 2nd down, 3rd down and 8.
You ain't going to run nowhere up that middle with Big Moody in there.
Yeah, you have to run around him. You're not going to run through him. McNairy will send wide outs to either side. Double wing formation. And the ball in a kind of a cross buck, and he gets into the 2nd level and gets out too close to a 1st down. I think he's going to be about a yard short. It'll bring up, I believe it's going to bring up 4th and 1. Less than a yard or less. So McNairy looks like they're going to go for it. See if they try to pull the Tigers off. and it's a quarterback sneak. And I don't know if he got it.
According to the ref on the far side,
Yeah, looks like that where they're
Well,
going to spot it. It looks like it goes over on downs, but looks like it ought to be close enough to measure. But I think they're going to say, Ripley's saying they didn't make it. And of course, they're saying they did make it. And let's see what they say. It is a first down. They get their first down of the game. Hopefully that'll make the Tigers a little mad. They'll come out here and make sure they don't get another one.
But what happened on that play before that, they did a great, the Bobcats did a good misdirection play on the Tigers. The Tigers wasn't expecting.
Two wide, one to each side for the Tigers. Double wing. And they hand the ball to the running back, and nowhere to go up the middle. Flag comes in late.
Looks like Taylor's going to be the ball
Picks up a
carrier
couple
for
of
the
yards.
Bobcats on first down. Penalty flag.
I'm not sure what that flag is. Came in kind of late. It would make you think maybe it would be a hold, but we'll wait and see what the referee says. Again, Ripley on top, 7-0, 2:31 to go in the first. Block in the back against McNairy, so that'll back them up 10 yards.
Going to be a block in the back penalty against the Bobcats.
So it will make it first down and 15 for McNairy. Ball is at about the 22-yard line.
22, going to be first down for the Cats.
McNairy with wide outs to each side. Quarterback wants to throw, drop it straight back, chased out of the pocket, now throws in the flat. It's complete, and he's brought down by DeLoach, about a yard short of the first down mark. Picks up about 14 out of the 15 yards that they lacked. He lacked about 20, and he picked up about 19, according to the scoreboard. So it's a good open field tackle there made by DeLoach, but somebody let the back come out of the backfield and didn't pick him up. And he was able to pick it up and make it second down, about 3 now for the Bobcats. And there's going to be
offsides.
Yep, procedure against the Bobcats, so that'll back them up 5. So instead of 2nd and 2, it'll be 2nd and 7 for McNairy Central.
Well, I was going to tell you earlier, that quarterback made a good pass to that.
Yeah, he did.
5-yard penalty on the Cats, moves the ball back to the 33, second down.
I want to give a shout out to Mike Kimmons, old former teammate from Ripley, who was an athletic director at Ripley at one time, who had called me and told me he was coming up for the game tonight. Hadn't seen him yet, but I think he's here. Here's a snap. It goes to the running back, and it's kind of a misdirection play. And we get him right about the line of scrimmage. It's going to be no gain and bring up 3rd down. And he loses actually about a yard. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 8.
Yeah, with 32 to Loach and number 7, AT3 on that.
Bobcats. Yard loss on the play. Ball's on the 32, 3rd down for the Cats.
McNairy comes to the line. Wide outs to either side. Double wing. And the quarterback wanting to throw. He's chased out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run, and he's going to be hit and wrapped up right at the 30-yard line for basically no gain by
AT3, number 7.
AT3 was over there, so was Hurdle, so was DeLoach. So it'll be 4th down and about 9 for the Bobcats with 44 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Ripley on top, 7-0. Hurdle and Hearn back deep for the Tigers. They'll stand back around their 35-yard line. High snap, it goes over the quarterback's head, or the punter's head, and DeLoach is right there on him. He ran past him, and he gets the punt off. I don't know how he does, but it does. And it's going to go, well, it ends up taking a McNairy Central bounce, and so Ripley's still going to have it in great field position They're gonna have the ball at about the 39-yard line. DeLoach was right there. He didn't break down right before he went for the hit. He just dove in on him, and he was able to sidestep him and get it away. And great hustle by him to get back there, but just got to learn to be under control where you can not let that guy sidestep you like that. But at any rate, it's still a great play by DeLoach.
There for a minute, I thought we were gonna get a safety in the end zone.
Well, I wanted him to drop it and get a touchdown if we'd have recovered it. Ripley to the line, 2 wide to either side. Smith takes a snap, looking to throw. He's got a man, and it falls incomplete. We had 2 receivers in the area, and he threw it to. I thought he was going to throw it to Hearn. He was more open, but I think he ended up throwing it to. I believe it was Hurdle. No, that was. Yeah, that was Hurdle, number 11. So it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Ripley. With 2 wide to either side. And they hand the ball to Barbie, going off left tackle. And he stays on his feet after he's tripped up, and he picks up about 5 down to the 30-yard line.
Barbie making a tackle for the Bobcats. Number 2.
So that should be the last play of the first quarter. So at the end of 1 here from McNairy Central High School, Ripley 7, McNairy Central 0. And so we will take a 1-minute timeout and be back with the second quarter right after this. Back as we're getting ready for the first play of the second quarter. Ripley on top 7-0 here in Selmer, playing the McNairy Central Bobcats. Ripley has the ball. It's going to be 3rd down and about 6 to go. Ripley moving now from the south to the north. 2 wide to either side. They snap the ball. It's a quick pitch out to number 1. He gets the first down. That's Barbie. He twists and turns and gets down inside the 20-yard line. And that first down brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. That'll move the sticks. It's 1st down and 10 for the Ripley Tigers.
Going to be good enough for a Tiger first down as they move the chains.
Flip them back the other way.
Ball's going to be spotted on the Bobcat 18-yard line.
They turn the lights on in here, and so there's a lot of glare off of the windows, so they got to raise the windows here. All right, Ripley with 2 wide to either side. Shotgun formation. They hand the ball to the running back, who's hit in the backfield. And that was a great tackle by number 3. Barbie going to lose back outside the sticks. It's going to make it 2nd down and about 12 as he loses a couple of yards. Just got some penetration on the left side of that offensive line and hit him for about a yard loss. We'll call it 2nd and 11.
Score of interest, Dyersburg 14, Bolivar 0.
2 wide left, 1 to the right for the Tigers. High snap, and gets to Barbie. He's trying to get outside. He breaks it. That gets down to the 20. So he's actually going to lose about another half yard. His knee kind of looked funny when he got ready to turn, and he goes down, but he gets back up. He just basically had him kind of hemmed up there, and he had nowhere to go, and he tried to cut back, and it looked like his knee, ankle, or something just buckled on him. Maybe it slipped, but he's still out there. So back up to the line. And there is a timeout called by the Tigers, so we'll take a 30-second timeout with them and be back right after this. 31 to go in the second quarter. Ripley on top 7-0. Ripley has the ball at the McNairy Central 20-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 12 when play resumes, coming back after a timeout. Ball right on the 20-yard line. 2 wide left, 1 to the right for the Tigers. Wing to the right. Shotgun formation. Quarterback takes a snap. It's a little swing pass. Oh, and it's picked off. It was just a little swing pass. It was, I think, intended for Hurdle. And they had a defensive cornerback that just stepped right in front of it and picked the ball off. Fortunately, we were able to tackle him, but he does advance it about 20 yards and gets it out to the 40-yard line. So new life for the Bobcats is they'll have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Turnover there by the Tigers. That turnover brought to you by Ripley Parts and Tire.
Yeah, Sammy side on that ball, and I think that threw his timing off.
Man in motion. They give it to the running back. Nowhere to go. He's hit first by Big Mooney and cleaned up there by number 41 for the Tigers, Big O. And they lose about a yard, so it'll be 2nd down and 11. Well, they keep moving the stick, so I guess he loses about a half yard. We'll still call it 2nd and 11. One wide to either side, double wing formation. And the quarterback wants to throw. He's throwing right over the middle. And miscommunication there. He either threw it too far in front of number 32 or underthrew number 5 that was running down the sideline. At any rate, it falls incomplete. It'll make it 3rd and 11 now for McNairy Central.
Yeah, it was Coben Bustle. It was intended to. He just threw it just a little shy.
So that'll stop the clock with 9:47 to go in the second. Ripley on top 7-0. 3rd and 11 for McNairy. And the quarterback wants to throw again. He's looking. He's chased out of the pocket. And Ripley's going to come up and make a tackle behind the line, so they hit him for a loss. That tackle made by AT3 and Super D.
Number 9, Jackson.
Defense tonight doing their part.
Absolutely. So it'll be a 4th, and he loses about 4 yards. It'll be 4th and 14 for the Bobcats as they get ready to punt the ball away. Hearn and Hurdle will stand back around their own 30-yard line in anticipation of the punt. Here's the snap. Almost got it. Fire catch called for by Hearn and taken at the 31 or 2-yard line. So that's where Ripley will go in back on offense. Actually a good effort again there by DeLoach as he got back close to the punter and made him rush it a little bit. Didn't get a finger on the ball, but good hustle by him.
A good punt by the McNairy Central punter.
So Ripley will have the ball at their own 32-yard line. It's 1st down and 10. 9:06 to go, second quarter. Ripley on top 7-0. Ripley have 2 wide to the left, 2 to the right. Hearn and Thompson to the left. And they're looking to throw the ball downfield. It's complete to Hurdle, and he gets out the first tackle, going down the far sideline, breaks another tackle, and finally brought down right about the midfield stripe. It's enough for a 1st down. So that is a Farm Bureau Insurance for Ripley Tiger 1st down.
You know, small as he is, I mean, he's tall, but he don't weigh much. He's hard to bring down.
Yeah, he's shifty. 6'1", 160 pounds. DeLoach is 5'9", 160 pounds. Wide out to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback rolls to his left, wanting to throw. That's Smith. He throws it, and it's complete to Hurdle again. He gets past the first tackler, the second one, and now the third one's going to bring him down, but not until he crosses the 40 and picks up another Ripley Tiger 1st down, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance.
That's what we need to start doing. Start throwing that ball and spread that off. I mean, that defense out so we can maybe Sammy can break off and take a run.
That
1st down for the Tigers.
Gives the Tigers another 1st down, 8:30 on the clock for the second quarter. Ripley on top 7-0. Smith takes a snap. He's throwing it over the middle, and it's picked off as it actually hit Hearn in the hands, and it bounced up, and they intercepted it. They had a man right behind, but there's a flag on the play as well. We'll see what that it's going to be. They're going to have the ball. It's going to be after the interception penalty, I feel like. Ripley, for the length of time they've had the ball in the field position they've had, they should have a lot more than 7 points.
Yeah, we should, at least 2 or 3 more touchdowns.
At least another one. So the call is going to be holding against McNairy, so that'll back them up 10 yards. It'll still be 1st down, but they'll be 10 yards further back.
Going to be a holding penalty.
So that interception, like I said, the ball hit Hearns in the hands, but I'm not sure if it was over his head, but he wasn't able to secure it, and it pops up in the air, and when it does, they had a man right behind it, picked it off, and he advanced it a few yards, and then the penalty brings it back, so they have the ball at the 23-yard line, their own 23, McNairy Central, 2 wide left, 2 wide to the right, empty backfield, shotgun. Quarterback's looking to throw. Now he's going to pull it down and run it himself. And he gets past our first man, and we finally bring him down, but not until he picks up a first down across the 35.
Keeper Jackson Overton.
And that was another case of, if you watch this back, we had a chance to get him in the backfield, and he, we kind of dove at him instead of breaking down and getting ready to move with him, and that enables him to pick up the first down, so that moves the sticks. The ball out to the 37-yard line, first down and 10. McNairy Central, 8:09 to go, second quarter. Ripley on top, 7-0. Wide outs to either side. Quarterback has a sweep coming this way. And hit hard by number 41 and then cleaned up by Deloach after a pickup of 3 out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, good stop by Pitt, number 41 of the Ripley Tigers.
So it's going to be second down and 7. Ball right at the 40 for McNairy Central. 7:45 to go, first half. McNairy wides, sends 1 wide left, 1 wide to the right, double wing. And the quarterback wants to throw, flushed out of the pocket, throwing long downfield. He's got a man wide open too, and overthrows him. And I'm not sure who blew the coverage there. I don't know if it was blown or they just ran past him, but either way, it's a good thing it wasn't a good pass because that had 6 written all over it.
Yeah, that ball was intended for number 8, Clint, of the Bobcat.
So that stops the clock. That incomplete pass, it's set with 7:25 to go. It's going to be third down and 7. Ball at the Bobcats on 40-yard line. Two wide left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation, 2 running backs behind the quarterback. He's going to run the option. He pulls it up and brought down by number 57 of the Tigers right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain. It'll bring up 4th down and 7 for McNairy Central as their punting team comes onto the field.
That was Morgan Simpson of the Tigers at one of the twins. He's right there to get that ball.
Give a shout out to Mr. Jimmy Hill. He's listening to us back in Ripley. Long time Ripley Tiger and Ripley Tiger supporter. Here's a snap. He takes it down, and it's a high punt, not very long, but it's going to hit and just about, well, they downed it to see which way it was going to bounce, and so the Tigers will have the ball at about their own 37 or 8 yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for Ripley.
As many times we've had this ball tonight, we should have scored every time. Dredgen 14, Hall 0.
So Ripley back on offense. Hearn and Thompson split wide to the left. 2 wide to the right. Quarterback wants to throw, rolls to his right. He dumps it off to Barbie. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped after about a 5-yard pickup.
From Smith to number 1, Barbie is complete.
So then he gives about a 5-yard pickup. See where the spot is. Should bring up, well, they say it's about well, they hadn't moved it yet. So, yeah, it's more than a 5-yard pickup. It's going to be about a 7-yard pickup. So it'll be second down and 3 for Ripley. 3 wide left this time, 1 to the right. Smith takes a snap, looking to throw. Now he's going to throw it over the middle. It's complete to J.Q. Hurdle right at the first down mark. I think he's going to have it.
Number 11, Hurdle is complete.
J.Q. Hurdle, and it is complete. And that's another Ripley Tiger first down, and that brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance.
I'm glad to see Barbie going out. He's been playing offense and defense. I mean, he's been the workhorse so far in this first half. So to bring in number 14 to give him a breather for the Tigers.
2 wide left, 2 to the right. Smith takes a snap, rolls to his right. Look, intercepted again, and this time he's going to go all the way back for a touchdown. So with 5:28 to go until halftime, The Bobcats intercept the pass and return it all the way back for a touchdown and bring the score within 1 point. The score is 7-6. So they'll get ready for their point after. I'm not sure if there was some miscommunication or just a bad pass or a bad route, but whatever it is, it ends up with 6 points for McNairy Central.
Looked like the ball was intended for number 14, Barnes, but McNairy was right there on the spot to get it.
So getting ready for the point after now. Snap, hold, kick, up, and blocked. And a flag comes out as well. That was a very late flag.
Yeah, and it was blocked by DeLoach.
DeLoach blocked it, and the flag comes out in the backfield. It was in the end zone. So you'd think if it was offsides, somebody up closer to the line would have been able to see that. We'll let the referee sort it out. And I think it is going to be against Ripley, and they're going to move it up half the distance, and they're going to go for 2. Yep, that's illegal procedure against Ripley. And so that'll move it half the distance, so it'll be at the 1.5. So they send their offense back out to go for a 2-point conversion, trying to take the lead. Ball at the 1.5, 2-point conversion. Ripley up 7-6. 5:28 to go until halftime. Here's a snap, and the quarterback is hit in the backfield. One of the first ones there is Big O, Omarion, and also several in on the play. But the end result is the point after, or actually 2-point conversion, no good. So Ripley holds on to a 1-point lead with 5:28 to go until halftime. We'll hold it here as we get ready for the kickoff.
5 minutes, 28 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah, it should never be this close to the low.
We should be up 21-0 by now.
I'm making the coach to go in and tell them.
Yeah, they'll probably have a good talk at halftime. But the defense hasn't given up any points. Defense has played pretty well. They scored off of a turnover. So McNairy will get ready to kick the ball off to the Tigers. So we'll give a shout out, as you mentioned, to our 2 or 3 fans.
Yeah. I know Ronnie and Don Hemby is listening.
Absolutely.
They're watching.
Also, a shout out to Will Lowry. And as I said last week, Mom didn't actually get to hear it. Your biggest fan's always your mom, no matter how old you are. So I want to give a shout out to my mom, Joyce Dunaway, listening to us back in Ripley. And here's the kick. And they were offsides big time. It's a high kick, and it's taken at the 29, right at the 30-yard line. It should have been offsides. Half of their team left because the kicker kind of stopped before he kicked the ball, and yeah, there's the flag. So they should back up 5 yards and kick the ball again. Not sure. I've never seen a kicker run up there and then kind of stop and then start back again. And evidently the cover team hadn't seen him do that before, or at least they weren't prepared for it. So that backs them up 5 yards. They'll back it up to their own 35 and kick the ball away again.
Moves the ball back to the 35.
I'm sure he'll do another pooch kick because they don't want none of our back there to get that ball.
Yeah, we've got 3 back there now. Hearn on the far side. And
I think Hurley in the middle and AT3 on this side, I think, Mike. I ain't sure.
I think he looks short for 3 to me, but we'll see. Here's the kick. It's going to be one of the short ones again. That's number 23. It goes out of bounds, so they'll back them up 5 again. Number 23 for the Tigers, also the deep back, that's Vernon Thompson.
Yeah, he's a sophomore, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. So Ripley's just going to take the ball at the 35-yard line, I think, and not back them up and make them kick it again. I don't know, but I wouldn't have backed them up and had them kick it again from the 30.
Put the ball on what, about the 40?
Yeah, he'll get the ball on the 35. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Ripley, 5:28 to go, second quarter. Ripley on top 7-6. And Ripley goes back on offense.
Penalty's gonna be against the Bobcats.
Well, they actually move it out to the 41.
And it'll be
So I guess that's where it went out of bounds. So the Tigers with pretty good field position, some decent time on the clock. We just need to not turn the ball over again. Protect the ball. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Hand the ball to Barbie. Cuts back in the middle. He goes over the 45 to the 46-yard line. Pick up of about 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Tigers.
I'll tell you this for Barbie. He's been the man tonight. He's been on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he's a baller.
And you figure he gets a break there in a minute.
Now the good thing is it's cool, so
Yeah.
it's not near as bad as it was 2 weeks ago. Ripley to the line, 2 wide left, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. High snap, and Smith is going to take it down and run it himself. He's got the 1st down. They grab him by the jersey. He gets away from him and still staying on his feet. And his forward progress is going to take him down to the 44-yard line. So that'll be a 1st down for the Ripley Tigers. Farm Bureau Insurance 1st down.
Now, last week, that pulling jersey would have been a horse collar.
It would have been against us, it would have.
Yeah.
That keeps the clock running with 4:40 to go until halftime. 1st down and 10, Ripley. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. High snap again, but he gives it to Barbie, and he breaks a couple of tackles and runs over another and picks up about 6 or 7 yards. Ripley has a player down on the field.
I think that's 57, Simpson.
Yeah, that's one of the twins. He's a little gimpy on his left leg, but he's tough at the pine knot. He's not going to come out unless somebody makes him. Barbie still in the backfield. Number 80, Robert Nelson, split wide to the left along with Hearn. 1 wide to the right, wing to the right. Quarterback takes the snap, he hands it to Barbie. Got the 1st down as he crosses the 30 down to around the 28-yard line.
Is Simpson down again?
Yep,
They might
Simpson.
take him out.
Yeah, he must have been pulling to be out there. But he's tough. He gets back up, goes back up on the line. They're finally looks like they're going to take somebody. That's 57 coming out.
Yeah, that's
Morgan.
Simpson.
That's Morgan.
Oh, is it Morgan? Yeah, Morgan Simpson. Yeah.
So he'll come out and they'll check him out.
Spotted on the Bobcat 28.
2 wide left, 1 to the right for the Tigers. Quarterback's going to run himself, going off left tackle. He's into the secondary. 1 man to beat. Nobody's going to catch him. So with 3:34 to go until halftime, Ripley 13, McNairy Central 6. As we get ready for the point after. Great run there by Smith.
Yeah, great run. He got hit a few times, but he kept on going. That's what you got to do.
Absolutely.
That's how it was when I played with the Yellow Jackets. I got hit, I just kept on going.
13-2, 3:35 to go. Snap, hold, kick up, and looks good from here. So with 3:35 to go, Ripley on top, 14-6. As they get ready to kick the ball off, we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. 3:35 to go until halftime. Ripley on top of McNairy Central, 14-6. As Ripley gets ready to kick the ball away. McNairy will have 2 back deep. They'll stand around their own 5-yard line.
I'll turn it off here. I'll put it on the surfboard. Gotcha.
Ripley ready to kick it away now. Again, all of our coin tosses brought to you this year by Bank of Ripley. 1st downs by Farm Bureau Insurance. Touchdowns Bank Tennessee. Injuries, physical therapy, Star Physical Therapy. Here's a long kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. So Ripley will have to kick it again. The penalties, Clint Conrad, Southern Roofing and Renovations in Dyersburg, and the turnovers, Ripley Parts and Tire.
Bobcats with possession of the football. It's going to be 1st down
take it.
for the Cats.
and not take the penalty.
The score of interest, Dyersburg 28, Bolivar 0.
So Ripley back on defense.
I give my hats off to the defense. They've done a great job
Absolutely.
tonight.
They played lights out so far. Haven't given up but 2 or 3 first downs.
First and 10, 35 yards.
2 wide left, 1 to the right for McNairy.
Spotted on the
Shotgun formation, 2 running backs
35,
behind
gonna
the
be
quarterback.
First down for the
And that's
Bobcats.
good. You see Mooney over there. He was fixing shoulder pads for the center over there on the other side. Here's the snap. It goes to the, no, it's an option coming this way, and a great job. Actually covered the quarterback up. That was number 7, AT3, number 54, and number 56 for the Tigers. 56 is Will Rose, and 54 is Keenan
No
King.
gain on the play on first
So
down.
no gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Did you say you had some scores?
Yeah, I got Haywood 34-0 over Fayetteville, Dresden 20-0 over Halls. It was Dyersburg 28-0 over Bolivar.
McNairy comes to the line with 3 minutes to go until halftime. Quarterback pulls it back out. He tries to run himself and just eat up again by the Tigers. And that's number 41 there on the tackle. Also Deloach, Big O, and I think 56 was the other one for the Tigers. That is Will Rose. So they'll lose a couple, so it'll make it 3rd and 12 for the McNairy Central Bobcats. They'll send 1 wide to either side and double wing. And it's a kind of a misdirection play. And great open field tackle there made by Big O as he brings him down right at the original yard marker line, scrimmage line, to make 4th and 10 as they'll punt the ball away with 2 minutes to go until halftime.
Big Pitt just grabbed him by the arm and just slung him down.
He did. Pitts, that was a great solo tackle by Pitts. He really has taken that defensive position well and done a great job there for the Tigers on the defensive side of the ball. And here's the punt. It's a low punt. We're going to let it hit, and Ripley's going to pick it up, and he's going to be taken just right. And he fumbles the ball before he goes down. Did they say he was down? They said he was down. They must have blown the whistle. He didn't hit the ground. They may have blown the whistle. If we've got a break in the last 3 games, that might have been it.
Yeah.
And if they blew the whistle, he was down regardless of whether he touched the ground or not. So Ripley will maintain possession. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ripley at their own 30. 2 wide to the left. They hand the ball to Barbie going off the right side for a pickup of around 4 with 1:35 to go until halftime.
Yeah, because the last 4 games, including this game, we ain't got much of nothing. But tonight, that's the first break we've got.
Yeah, we have. And I think, if they blew the whistle, that was just a fair call. It wasn't a break, but we hadn't even been getting the fair calls lately, it doesn't seem like. 1 wide to the right, 2 to the left for the Tigers. 2nd down. And the ball to Barbie coming this way. Starts inside, breaks it back outside. Now he splits a couple of tacklers, stayed on his feet, picks up the 1st down as he crosses the 40. Again, that's Farm Bureau Insurance for Ripley Tiger 1st down. That'll stop the clock while they reset the chains.
43 as they move the chains. That's going to be good enough for Tiger 1st down.
Ripley back up on the ball.
Logan Kiesler in on the tackle for Bobcat.
2 wide right, 1 to the left for Ripley. Smith in the gun, takes the high snap, hands it off to Barbie, starts outside, breaks it back in the middle, and comes back this way again. And they're going to get him
face mask
for a face mask, and they catch him behind the line for a couple of yards lost. But somebody grabbed him by the helmet or the face mask or something, and because he's hard, he's slippery, he's hard to bring down, and they had a hold of him, but they couldn't bring him down. That should be
a
face mask against the Bobcats, so that'll give the Ripley Tigers. I guess it was a personal foul. No, it was incidental. So it's only a 5-yard penalty. So it moves it up 5 yards. It'll be now 1st and 5.
23 Thompson comes in for running back for the Tigers.
2 wide right, 1 to the left. Smith wanting to throw. Steps up in the pocket, throwing long down the field, and overthrows his man intended for Hearn. He was open at about the 15-yard line, but the ball hit at about the 10, so it'll fall incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 5 for Ripley now with 50 seconds to go until halftime.
Yeah, I was hoping number 23, Thompson, was going to get that ball because he's quick.
He's, I think, the fastest kid on the team. Thompson split wide to the left, Hearn wide to the right, and Hurdle wide to the right. Wing to the right. The quarterback's going to take it himself, and he's going to be caught. Picks up about a yard, but it's only 50 seconds to go, and it's going to bring up 3rd down, and that should be a timeout called, I would think, by Ripley. Haven't seen it yet, though, but it must be. But we'll hold it here with only 46 seconds to go until halftime. When play resumes, Ripley will have the ball 3rd and 5 at their own 49-yard line, leading 14-6. And Ripley will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We'll get the ball back second half. I imagine Coach will go in like he does and make some changes. Defense, once again, playing lights out. Offense, we've had some bad breaks. You know, a couple of turnover, interceptions and whatever. We got to clean them up.
Remember, next Friday night, Ripley will be traveling to Jackson to take on Liberty. So make your plans now to drive over to Jackson and all the way out to Liberty. It's not that far out, just right on the other side of Jackson. And come and watch the Tigers, as that will be another region game for the Ripley Tigers.
Yeah, I thought the score of that between Westview and them was 13-0 Westview, and just got a score update. Bolivar has scored on Dyersburg 28-8.
2 wide to the left, 1 to the right, wing to the left, shotgun formation. Smith wants to throw, drops back, rolls out of the pocket. Now he's stepping up in the middle, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. 35 seconds to go. Good coverage downfield. I didn't watch the downfield. I was watching him, but it puts the Tigers in a 4th down situation. But Ripley can just about run the clock out, and we may get the punt off, and we may be able to let the. It wouldn't hurt if we took a delay of game here. We can run the clock out because it's less time on the game clock than it is the play clock. So that's probably going to be the last play of the first half. So at the end of 2 quarters of play here from Selmer, Tennessee, McNairy Central High School, the Ripley Tigers at halftime lead the Bobcats 14-6. So be sure to stay tuned, and we'll be back with the second half right after this halftime. Back here at Selmer, Tennessee, McNairy Central High School, where the Tigers lead the Bobcats at halftime by a score of 14-6. As we are getting ready for the kickoff, Ripley will get the ball to start the second half. Have you got some scores for us?
Bolivar 8, Dyersburg 28. Bolivar scored on the Trojans. That says something for Bolivar. But the ones I've been looking at, none of them been updated. I think USJ.
It's a 21-0 JCS at half.
21-0 JCS beating USJ, and that's
McKenzie over McEwen, 17-0 at the half. Dyersburg 43, Bolivar 8. That's halftime.
It's 43-8.
43-8.
Wow.
Crockett 21, Jackson Southside 0. Haywood 41-0 over Fayette. That's halftime. Dresden 48 and Hall 0. That's halftime. Greenfield over Humboldt 3-0. That's halftime as well. Westview over Liberty 42-0. Halftime. And that's about all the scores we have. We're just getting ready for the kickoff. Again, Ripley will receive to start the second half.
Milan 48, Camden Central 16, Henry County 6, Brentwood Academy 3.
Bobcats are lined up. They're ready to go, and here come the Tigers.
I do have a good day on Coveton and Scott Hill. Coveton 28, Scott Hill 0.
Second half action underway. Boyette to
We are just about ready for the kickoff. Tigers are going to have 3 back deep, joined here in the press box by former Ripley Tiger Mike Kimmons and former football coach, athletic director at Ripley, and former teammate. Good to see him up here. And we are just about ready for the kickoff. Back deep for the Tigers is going to be Hearn, Hurdle, and number 23 for the Tigers, that's Vernon Thompson. And here's the kick. They're not going to kick it deep. They're going to kick it to the 30, about the 28-yard line. Fair catch called for. So the Tigers will go on offense, 1st and 10. That kickoff taken by number 24 for the Tigers. That's Jamari Jarrett.
He's a sophomore.
So Ripley will start. Let's see what kind of adjustments the Tigers have made at halftime.
Tigers will have it first.
I would anticipate there being some a little bit more intensity on the offensive side of the ball. The defense can keep on playing like they played in the first half. We should be up 28-0 at this point.
Well, I know they brought in Amorion Pitts, number 41 for the Tigers.
Now he's going to line up at the quarterback's left, still in shotgun, 2 wide left, 1 to the right. First play of the second half. Smith, your quarterback, in shotgun. Takes the snap. He hands it off to Pitts, going up the gut. And he breaks a couple tackles, carries 2 or 3 with him, and picks up about 5, maybe 6 yards out to the 35-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 6. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 for the Tigers.
If you're going to tackle him, he's going to take 6 or 7.
Yeah. He's a hard fellow to bring down. But they're giving Barbie a break, so he'll have a little speed coming back in, and we'll get ready for the next play. And the quarterback wants to throw this time. He's throwing long downfield. He's got a man wide open. It's complete to Hurdle. He's down to the 20, the 15, the 10, and nobody's going to catch him with 11:22 to go in the third quarter. Ripley now 20-6 over the Bobcats, and that was about a 65-yard touchdown pitch and catch by the Ripley Tigers. That was Smith to Hurdle. A great pass, great catch by the Ripley Tigers, and a fantastic run after the catch by Hurdle.
Yes, it was a great, like I said, great, probably the best pass tonight by Sammy.
A real good pass. And we'll have the Loach. He'll be snapping, Hearn will be holding, and Hendricks will be kicking as we get ready for the point after. Snap, high snap, and it's not going to be handled cleanly, and it's not going to be any good. So the Tigers going to be denied. High snap went over the holder's head, tried to come down with it, and it falls down to the ground. They recover it, so that ends that play. So the score remains 20-6. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff. 11:22 to go, third quarter. Ripley scores on a 65-yard touchdown strike from Smith to Hurdle to open up that score 21-6 as we get ready for the kickoff. The Tigers will be kicking off from the south to the north. Tanner Hendricks kicking off for the Tigers. He'll be kicking from the near hash mark. 2 back deep for McNairy Central. They'll stand back around their own 5-yard line.
I believe we need to get this in the end zone. Let them work their way up to the point.
All right, we're getting ready for the kickoff again. Again, that touchdown brought to you by Bank Tennessee. And here's the kick. It's a long end-over-end kick. It's going to go back and bounce out of bounds inside the 5-yard line or inside the 10. So they'll have the option to take the ball. And let's see if they're going to take the penalty or take the ball there. I think they're going to take the ball at the 35. So that's where Bobcats will start their first offensive series of the second half, trailing 20-6 with 11:22 to go in the third. Ripley on top.
I believe I would have kicked it in the end zone, them throw from the 20. That's giving them 15 yards.
Well, I don't think he planned to kick it out of bounds.
No, well, he might not have.
5-yard line, first down.
All right, it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 35 for the Bobcats. They'll send 1 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right, wing to the left, 2 men in the I formation behind the quarterback in shotgun. And they're looking to move the tailback. They're going to move him up to the right wing, so now it's double wing. Quarterback is going to run an option this way, and ball not handled cleanly. And he's going to get the back on the ball, but around the 21-yard line, he's going to lose about 10 or 12, 15 yards. Quarterback was hit initially by Austin Thompson, AT3, and he makes him pitch the ball a little earlier than he got ready for. And so that's going to back them all the way up to the 22-yard line.
Hey, that's good pressure on what AT3 did on that quarterback. We need to keep it up.
So it's he loses about 12, 13 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 23. Bobcats have one wide left, one to the right. Double wing. Shotgun formation. Looking to throw. Throwing down a short, quick pass, and it's complete. Picks up about 13 yards, gets back to about the original line of scrimmage, which should bring up 3rd down and around 10 and a half yards to go for the 1st down.
That was number 22, Deuce Garner. He's a freshman for the
That was a 12-yard gain, so it gets them close to the sticks. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Tiger defense needs to hold here. Bobcats will break the huddle. They'll send one wide to the left, one wide to the right. Double wing again, still shotgun formation. One running back behind the quarterback. And he's looking to throw, looking downfield. He's going to throw long. And he threw about 10 to 15 yards over the receiver's head right down the middle of the field and pretty much in triple coverage. So it falls incomplete, bringing up 4th down and 34. Or check that, ball is at the 34. 4th down and 11 as it's a punting situation for the Bobcats. The Tigers will have Hearn and Hurdle back deep to return. This will be a good one for Deluxe to get back there and block. Just don't get offsides. And here's a fair punt. High. It's going to hit and take a Bobcat roll. And I don't know why number 82 stopped the ball from, it was moving. Yeah. It was going to be their bounce, and he stopped it, but good for us.
Yeah, I mean, it could have rolled another 5-10 yards
absolutely.
had he not stopped it.
Penalty flag on the play.
And there's a flag on the play. Going to be a procedure called against the Bobcats. The Tigers, let's see if they're going
to be on the Bobcats.
Decline it. And it is declined. So the Tigers will have the ball. First and 10.
As the Tigers have possession of the football, it's going to be
from their own 33-yard line.
For the Tigers.
Hurdle split wide to the right. Thompson's wide to the left. Also Hearn wide to the right. Smith and Barbie in the backfield. They hand the ball to Barbie coming this way. Breaks it outside and takes a good hit as he gets past the 35-yard line a little bit. The guy that hit him hadn't gotten up yet. He's slow to get up. He hit Barbie, and it was a good lick. But I think he must have took the blunt of it because he's still down. It's going to be about a 2-yard pickup, bringing up 2nd down and 8. But they're still attending to the McNairy player that's down. That injury timeout brought to you by Star Physical Therapy. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game or away from work. Star Physical Therapy will get you back in the game as quickly as possible. So with that injury timeout, we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back right after this. With 9:32 to go in the 3rd quarter, Ripley on top 20-3, the injured player.
Number 24. Benson Allen of the Bobcats.
He gets up and leaves under his own power. He took a lick. So Ripley picks up 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 9:32 to go in the 3rd. Ripley on top 20-6. Ripley has 2 split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Wing to the left. Smith takes a snap. He fakes the handoff. Now he throws it out to Hearn. It's complete. He makes the first guy miss. Got a block downfield. He's going to be pushed, and he's shoved down, but way across the 50-yard line, down close to the 40. That's enough for a 1st down for the Tigers. That is a Farm Bureau Insurance Ripley Tiger first down at the, looks like the ball is going to be spotted at the 47-yard line, 46-yard line. First down and 10, Ripley, 9:15 to go, third quarter.
46-yard line.
2 wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback fakes the handoff. Now he's looking to throw. He stepped out. He's going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose about 8 yards. He scrambled around, looked like he was going to get away, but they hem him up and bring him down. He's going to lose, maybe lose about 8, maybe 9 yards. Gets back across the 50 now, back to the 47-yard line. So it's going to be second and long.
Yeah, good job by that Bobcat defense to get back here and get him. We missed a block.
We got to do a better job blocking up front, for sure.
Second and long here for the Tigers.
So it's second down and 19, so about a 9-yard loss. Smith takes a high snap, and I think the defense jumped off sides.
Number 6 for the Bobcats, that Case Stone.
And
he's a sophomore.
That'll get Ripley 5 of it back, so it'll be second down and 14. As it moves it back across from the midfield stripe down to the 47-yard line. Second and 12.
5-yard penalty on the catch.
2 wide left, 1 to the right for the Tigers. Wing right. Quarterback drops straight back, looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run it. He's got a lot of green grass. He's got the first down, still running. He's crossed the 30, the 25, and breaks back at about the 22-yard line. That's enough for a Ripley Tiger first down, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Looks like the ball is going to be spotted at the 23-yard line. First down and 10 for the Ripley Tigers with 8 minutes exactly to go in this game.
Had he not stopped, he could have got another 5, 6 yards.
First down, Tigers.
Ripley has 2 wide right, 1 to the left, wing to the left. And the ball goes to Barbie off the left side, cutting off the tackle. And he gets down across the 15 into the red zone.
First down, Barbie is the ball carrier.
That's going to be a nice pickup. About a 7-yard pickup, bringing up second and 3 for the Ripley Tigers. Maybe 2. 2 wide right, 1 to the left.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
And that was he was faked the handoff, but Smith did. He was going to try to run it himself to the right, but number 2 had him pegged all the way, and he catches him behind the line and loses a couple of yards. So it's going to bring up second down and 5.
Yeah, that number 2 was waiting on him for the Bobcats. That number 2 is Ezekiel House Waycaster, I believe that's his name.
And Hearn checks, or Barbie checks out, and Big O checks in. We've got 12 seconds on the play clock. I'm going to hurry to get this one off. And I think we may have to call a timeout. Yeah, we do. And so that's going to be a Ripley Tiger timeout with 6:37 to go in the third quarter. Ripley on top 20-6. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. 6:37 to go, third quarter. Ripley up 20-6. When play resumes, Ripley will have the ball, third down and 4 at the Bobcat 18-yard line.
Westview 42, Liberty 0. Lake County 32, South Fulton 30.
We'll be at Liberty next week, so make sure you make your plans to support the Ripley Tigers. Got a pretty good crowd over here for the distance we had to travel. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right for the Tigers. And I think we're going to get a false start on that. And that's what it's going to be, I believe. And so that's going to back us up 5 now and make it third down and 9.
Move them back 5.
So according to the sticks, it looks like it's third and 10.
Third down for the Tigers.
Ripley will have 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Pitts in the backfield. And he's there to block, and it's a fade pass going out, and it's complete to the number 11 for a Tiger touchdown. That's Hurdle. to make the score 26-6 with 6:29 to go in the third. Ripley, that was a really good pass and a good catch. It was just a fade pattern to the corner, and Hurdle went up and came down with that ball.
You know, I don't know. I mean, you older than I am. I don't know when we've had as good as a receiver as we've had in Hurdle.
He's one of the better ones I ever remember. And I'm glad he's just a junior. All right, Deloach to snap, Hearn to hold, and Hendricks to kick. Snap, hold, kick, up.
No good.
And it went wide left. So with 6:29 to go in the third quarter, Ripley leads 26-6. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after. 6:29 to go, third quarter. Ripley on top, 26-6, after a touchdown pass, a great pass and catch by the Ripley Tigers, Smith to Hurdle, to bring the score to 26-6. And the Ripley Tigers getting ready to kick off again, kicking from the south to the north. Two back deep for McNairy. They'll stand back around their 5-yard line. Tanner Hendricks to kick off for the Tigers. He'll be kicking from the near hash mark. The Tigers have made some adjustments at halftime, it appears.
Yeah, they needed to, especially on the offensive side.
No doubt. All right, the Tigers in place. Ready to kick the ball away. And here's the kick. And it's a long end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken at the 5. He's going to field it. Takes it at the 10, at the 15, breaks across the 20 and the 30, and finally knocked out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. The tackle made by Barbie. He got past the initial first wave and had a break there and had another 10 yards or so to run before he ran into traffic. So gets a good good return, and fields it out to the 36-yard line, where the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Their own 36, 6:22 to go in the third, trailing Ripley 26-6 here in Selmer, Tennessee, McNairy Central High School Bobcats.
Yeah, I didn't get the number on the kid that ran that ball from McNairy.
One wide to the left, one wide to the right, double wing formation. Shotgun. White ring in motion, and the quarterback's just going to run it himself to the left side, and he turns it back in and runs into a crowd of Tigers. Maybe picks up a yard or so. I think they're going to say he picks up maybe 2 or 3. He picks up 3, so it'll be second down 7.
Jackson Overton, ball carrier for the Cats. 3-yard pickup on the
5:50 to go, third quarter.
Second down, Bobcats.
Bobcats not in any hurry. If I was trailing, I think I'd be in a little bit more anxious. But same formation. The quarterback drops straight back, want to throw. He's got a man. He drops it. He had a first down, headed at the 50-yard line. The ball hit him right in the numbers, and he falls incomplete. Thompson and Hearn were there. Had he caught it, I don't know that he would have gotten many yards, but he would have picked up the first down just with the catch. So it does fall to the turf, incomplete, bringing up third down and about 7 for the Bobcats.
Yeah, that ball was intended for Deuce Gardner. He's a freshman. I tell you what, this McNairy Central team, they got a lot of young, good-looking players on their team.
Yeah, they're only going to get better.
Yep.
McNairy will come to the line with wide outs to either side and wings to either side. And the quarterback fakes the reverse, and he was trying to throw it. He's eat up in the backfield and brought down behind the line for a huge loss by number 56 for the Tigers. That's Will Rose, a junior. And let's see, they're going to say he loses back to the 30, about the 30-yard line, even though they brought him down around the 25. So it'll bring up 4th and about 16 for McNairy Central, as they will punt the ball back deep for the Tigers, standing about their own 35, 34-yard line. Hearn and Hurdle again. Here's the snap. He gets it, and good effort there by DeLoach, but he gets it away, and the ball's going to roll and die inside the 40 to around the 37-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 for the Tigers with 4:47 in the third quarter. They'll take over, 1st and 10.
All right. When you're hit, that's what they call the initial down, right? Because he went back about 25
Well,
yards.
it's supposed to be, it's basically when they blow the whistle. If they say the forward progress is stopped, they can blow the whistle whether you've hit the ground or not. And that's pretty subjective, I think. At any rate, it'll be 1st and 10 for Ripley. They'll have 2 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right, wing to the right. Shotgun formation. Smith takes a snap. He hands it off to Barbie going off the right side. He breaks a couple of tackles, twists and turns, and picks up about 5
Barbie
to the, looks like the 41, 42-yard line. So we'll pick up close to 5. Close enough, we'll call it 2nd and 5.
About a 5-yard pickup on the play. Moves the ball to
Ripley back up on the line. No huddle offense for the Tigers. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. High snap, and it's just going to run at this time. Smith is off the left side, and he breaks a couple of tackles, picks up a first down for the Tigers just shy of the 50-yard line. And again, that is a Farm Bureau insurance. Ripley Tiger first down as they move the sticks. Ripley just shy of the 50-yard line. They're on 49-yard line, 1st and 10.
If anybody on the Tigers deserves the game ball tonight, it's Marjorie Barbie.
Well, him or Hearn? I mean, Hurdle.
Yeah.
Hurdle has played a good game.
Yeah, Hurdle. Yeah.
2 wide left, 1 to the right. Still got another quarter to play. Let's see who can show out. And the quarterback's going to take it himself, run to the right. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. And he did bring him down by the jersey, but a penalty like that last week, we got a horse collar. So we lose about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15 for the Tigers.
I think our offense hasn't played up to par tonight at all.
They hadn't. We haven't blocked as well as we should have tonight. We've just, I don't know, things just hadn't gelled tonight like we'd like to see them gel. At any rate, it'll be 2 to the left, 1 to the right, wing to the left. Quarterback takes a snap. Smith looking, chased out of the pocket, and he's going to be caught again in the backfield. He's going to lose back to the 35-yard line. I tell you, we have to work on some blocking next week.
Big time.
Because that moves us all the way back to the 35-yard line. So now it's about 24 yards to go for a first down for the Tigers, and it's 3rd down. Ripley will have 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. It's going to be Thompson and Hearn to the left and Hurdle wide to the right. Ripley takes a snap, and it's a swing pass out to Hearn, and it bounces off his hand and falls incomplete, so that puts the Ripley Tigers in a punting situation. So it'll be 4th down as the punt squad comes in for the Tigers.
Yeah, they definitely need to work on their blocking on the offensive line next week, and they need to work on their Sammy learning how to lead his man.
Well, I thought he led him a little bit too much that time.
Yeah, he led him way too much.
He's just got to settle in. Of course, this is really his only first year to be quarterback, so he's got a lot. He knows he's got learning to do, but he does everything wide open. I think he tries as hard as he can.
Oh, I do too. I think he's a great athlete.
So here is the snap. It's a low snap, and Hearn gets it away under a lot of pressure, and it's going to hit, and it actually takes a bounce back toward Ripley, but it's downed by DeLoach at about the 41-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 with 2:05 to go in the third for McNairy, trailing Ripley 26-6.
Touchdown on the 41. Bobcats offense on the field. Going to be 1st down for the Bobcats.
As good as Muffet is, South
on their own
win, whooping on.
1-yard line.
So Ripley's defense on the field now. McNairy breaks the huddle. They'll come to the line, and they'll send 1 wide to either side and a double wing formation. 1 running back behind the quarterback. It's in shotgun. Takes a snap, stops up. Now he's looking to throw long downfield. He's got a man, but he leads him too much. Hearn was there, but he had a step on Hearn, so it falls incomplete. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats.
Second down for the Bobcats.
I can't see who the ball was intended for the Bobcats. I think it was that freshman, number 22.
Like you mentioned, a lot of young folks out there. We got a lot of young people. They've got even more young people out there than we do. Of course, we were that way last year.
Yeah.
Two wide to the right. And, yep, there's going to be a little illegal substitution by Bolivar, and that's what by
McNairy.
By McNairy. Saw number 6 running off the field late. You can't break the huddle with 12 people. So that will back them up 5 yards. And so instead of 2nd and 15, it'll be 2nd and 15, I believe. According to the sticks, that's what it should be. So 1 minute, 58 seconds to go. Third quarter, Ripley on top 26-6. 1st and 15 for the Bobcats at their own 36. And it's a swing pass out to number 5, and he gets back inside the sticks, picks up about 6 yards or so.
That was hurdle on that tackle. Number 11. I think that's 11.
I think so.
Now 43.
Okay. So he gets back inside the sticks. He actually picks up enough to make it 3rd down and 7. So it's about an 8-yard pickup. 1:27 to go, third quarter. This time McNairy will send 3 wide to the left. Double wing, single wing to the right. Empty backfield. Quarterback wants to throw. Looking, and almost picked off by Ripley. I tell you what, that was Smith. And he was waiting. He saw that coming. He read it out all the way and tried to time it out just right so he could pick 6. And if he had come down with it, he would have ran all the way back because there was nobody to stop him. But it does fall to the ground. It makes it 4th and 7, and there it looks like that McNairy's going to go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to call them Bolivar too.
Well, change from week to week. It's sometimes gets a little confusing. So they are going for it. It's going to be an empty backfield, 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right for McNairy. And there's going to be a timeout called by McNairy, so we'll take it with them and be back right after this. Ripley on top, 26-6. Bolivar has the ball at their own 44-yard line. It's 4th down and 7. As we come back after the timeout, Bolivar in a punting situation, but it looked like they were going to go for it, but let's see what they will do. I mean, they've gotten to the point of the game where if they're going to get back into it, they probably need to do that, but at the same time, you don't want to give up good field position to the opposing team and let us have a short field and go in. So let's see what they elect to do. It still looks like they're going for it.
Dredge and 48 calls, nothing at halftime, so I'm sure that game, that'll be a running clock.
2 wide left, 1 to the right. Now 3 wide to the left. Now I think we got in the neutral zone.
Yeah, we jumped.
And so that will move the ball 5 yards closer, so it'll be 4th and 2 now, a much more manageable situation.
That was number 56, that junior Tiger jumped.
Let's see if, yeah, that's what I thought. They're going to change personnel now because they're going to change the play. It was in more of an obvious passing situation with 7 to go, with only 2 to go. They may try to pound it out. It looks like everybody's going to be in tight. And I could just about tell you they're going to run the ball to the right. And here it comes, quarterback sweep to the right, and he's got the 1st down. He breaks a couple of tackles. Now he's going back across the middle of the field. Nobody's going to catch him. He's going to go into the end zone. And that was, we over-pursued. He came to the right side. Everybody came over to the right side. He broke a couple tackles, then cut back to the left side, and it was nothing but green grass in front of him. So that will make the score with 55 seconds to go in the third, 26-12, as Bolivar gets ready for their point after.
Yeah, that was that junior quarterback. He did a good job of squeezing through and getting that touchdown.
He found the opening and went for it, and nobody close enough to even give him chase.
But now,
And we're going to have a flag, I think, for jumping off sides.
Penalty flag on the play.
Yep, so that will move it. They may go for 2 now.
I actually thought number 12 for the Bobcats moved first, but I guess
And that penalty is going to be on the Tigers.
So they're going to decline it and still kick.
Go for 1. You score 2 more times. You still win the ball. You got to make PAT.
So it's just going to be, now they move it up, okay. Well, they shouldn't move it up.
We haven't exactly moved the ball
And
away.
the penalty was declined.
it looked like I would have took the.
Well, I guess they had more confidence in making the kick than they did running it in, I guess. I don't know, but here's the kick, and it's up, and it is good. So with 55.5 seconds left to go in the third, McNairy gets within 13 of the Tigers to score 26-13. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. 55 seconds to go in the third. There was a roughing the kicker on the against the Tigers, and that will be assessed on the kickoff, so they should be kicking off from around midfield. Ripley just making too many mistakes, so this game should be out of hand by now.
Yeah.
So that's going to move them to either the 50 or the 45, unless it was an incidental running into the kicker and not a personal foul. And I guess that's what it is. They're just going to move it up 5 yards, so they'll be kicking from the 45, their own 45. So it wasn't a personal foul.
Yeah, I think we come in little
Flat.
flat, and expecting this to be an easy win. But no team, I don't care who you play, what the record is, nothing is given to you.
You got to show up and play. Ripley has 3 back deep.
Five-yard penalty, going to move the ball to the 40.
So they'll be kicking off from the 40, from their own 45 with 55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ripley on top 26-13. And here's the kick. It's a long kick. It takes him all the way back to the 1 yard line, crosses the 10, the 15, gets across the 20, breaks a couple of tackles and gets out to the 30-yard line.
And that was Barbie on that carry.
Yeah, he took it from the 1 all the way out to the right to the 30-yard line. So about a 29. Looks like they're going to say maybe he's down on the 28. So about a 27-yard return. So Ripley will have the ball, 1st and 10 with 48 seconds to go. Third quarter, leading by 13, 26-13.
Yeah, our offense needs to do a better job.
Absolutely. Two wide to the left for the Tigers. That's Hearn and Thompson. 1 wide to the right. I believe that's Hartle. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to throw it over the middle. Oh, and it was attempted to be thrown to Hearn, and it actually hit him, but it was a little bit low. It was a catchable ball, but a little bit low, and it falls incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers now with 44 seconds left as the play stops on that incomplete pass.
Had he caught that ball, he'd been off to the races.
Yeah, as he hit him in stride. Thompson split wide to the left, 2 wide to the right, wing to the left. And hand the ball to the running back. He's hit in the backfield and fumbles.
Fumble on the play.
Who got the ball? Let's see. They're still fighting for it.
I believe it's Ripley.
It looks like from here, Ripley has possession of it. Oh. Wow, Ripley turns the ball over. And let's see. 55 was down there fighting for it, but he wasn't able to come up with it. That was Logan Simpson. So Ripley gives life now back to McNairy Central as they're going to have the ball in great field position inside the Ripley 25-yard line at the 4. It'll be 1st and 10 with 37 seconds to go in the third. Getting too close for comfort.
Yeah, like it was last week.
Yeah.
Bobcats offense takes possession of.
All right, it's time for the defense to step up.
After the turnover, it's 1st down. Bobcats.
Everybody in tight now for the Bobcats. Still in shotgun, double wing to the right. Quarterback wants to throw. He's got a man, and he underthrows. And we didn't cover very well. We had he had a couple of steps on our defensive back, but fortunately the ball was thrown a little low and a little far out in front of the intended receiver, and it falls incomplete, bringing up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, ball was intended for number 6, that sophomore for the Bobcats. That was Case Stone.
That stops the clock with that incomplete pass with 32 seconds to go. 3rd quarter, Ripley up by 13. Bobcats send one wide to either side, double wing. And the quarterback wants to throw. He's complete out in the flat, and he is hit, breaks a couple of tackles, and picks up about 8, maybe 9 yards. Didn't get the first down, but he's scaring it.
Yep.
Looks like picked up around 8. So it'll be 2nd down and 2. 3rd down and 2. The ball is going to be inside. It's going to be in the red zone, inside the 20 at around the 16, 17-yard line. But that's the end of 3 quarters here at McNairy Central High School. Ripley 26 and McNairy Central 13. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with the 4th quarter right after this. Back as we get ready to start the 4th and final quarter. The score, Ripley 26, McNairy Central 13. McNairy has the ball in the red zone. They have it at the Tigers' 16-yard line. It's 3rd down and 2. Everybody in tight for the Bobcats. Heavy to the right. Taking their time there, and they're going to roll to the right. Just a quarterback roll to the right. Almost got him there, but he slips past, gets the 1st down. He's going to get inside the 10 to around the 9-yard line. And that's enough to move the sticks. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bobcats at about the 9-yard line, maybe the 8.
Yeah, Lawyon done a good job. He just over-pursued him a little bit.
So they're knocking on the door. Bobcats threatening. Tigers defense needs to stiffen here. Again, 1st and goal from the 9. Everybody in tight again for McNairy. Quarterback's just going to roll again, run again to the right. And this time hit by Pitts. After a short gain, he might have picked up a yard, but he's going to remember that because he ran into big number 41, trying to go around the right side.
Yeah, he did. Pitts is a handful.
So some personnel changing coming in for McNairy. They're going to run 3 out and 3 back, 3 in. So it's going to be no gain on the play. 2nd, well, maybe 1. So it's second and goal from the 8. This time they go back to a more of a spread formation. Quarterback's wanting to throw, and it goes through the intended receiver's hands and falls incomplete. So that will stop the clock with 10:47 and bring up 3rd and goal from the 8 for McNairy Central.
We definitely need to hold it here.
I'd like to hold them definitely out of the end zone, and like to keep them from getting a touchdown or even a field goal. Here comes McNairy to the line. 1 wide to either side, double wing. Quarterback wants to throw. He's throwing it, and it's complete out in the flat, and he does not get in. He's stopped close. Looks like he's inside the 5. One of the, I think, AT3's down on the far side.
He's going to be short of the goal line.
So it's going to bring up 4th.
Officials timeout on the field.
And we do have an injury timeout. That is a Star Physical Therapy timeout. And also all the penalties. We've had several of those tonight, brought to you by Clint Conrad, Southern Roofing and Renovations. The touchdowns by Bank Tennessee. First downs by Farm Bureau Insurance. The coin toss brought to you by Bank of Ripley. And the turnovers by Ripley Parts and Tire. And was that 7? Was that 3 down?
I can't see, Mike.
It looks like maybe it's, I can't tell if they're working on his leg like it's a cramp. That kind of looks like what it is, but it's all the way across the field. And if you're watching Tiger TV, Steve can zoom in and get you more information. No, that was AT3.
Yeah, that's it.
And he can see it better than we can. And so that's good for y'all at home because you can see it better than I can.
You can definitely see it better than I can.
The injured Tiger on the play number 7.
We do want to thank all of our fans that do listen to us. You know,
Yeah, we thank all 3 of them tonight.
yeah, thank you.
All right, 4th down, and they're going for it. And the quarterback, they're going to run, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So Ripley turns away McNairy Central Bobcats as they had 1st and goal inside at the 8 or 9 yard line, and will go for it on 4th. And Ripley turns them away. So Ripley has the ball now. They're going to have it deep in McNairy territory, about the 6 yard line, where Ripley will start this offensive possession, leading 26-13 with 10:25 to go in the game.
Yeah, they good stance by the Ripley defense.
Absolutely. Good job by the Tiger defense. That's what we needed. Maybe we can get the offense on track. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Smith's just going to run it himself, going off left tackle. And he fights and stays on his feet and keeps pulling, and he ends up picking up 5 or 6 yards, where he was hit about a yard or 2 into the run. And looks like he's going to be, about an 8 yard gain. So good run. It'll make it 2nd and 2 for the Tigers. Smith, he's strong. He's hard to bring down. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. And the ball handed over. Big O, when he goes off the left side, he breaks a couple of tackles. He's into the secondary. He is going to be caught, but not till he crosses the 50 yard line. And that is going to be a Farm Bureau Insurance Ripley Tiger 1st down as he runs it from the 2 out of he runs it to the 47 yard line. So about a 51 yard run.
That was that freshman for the McNairy Central Bobcats, number 22, that got him down.
So it's 1st down for the Tigers with 9:31 to go in the game. They have the ball at the 47 yard line of the Bobcats. 1st and 10. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to run it himself. He's got some room. He's in the secondary. Nobody's going to catch him. He's going all the way into the end zone. And that is going to be a 47 yard touchdown run for the Ripley Tigers with 9:13 to go in the game. 47 yard touchdown scamper by Sammy Smith. Just a quarterback run to make the score now 32-13 as Ripley gets ready for their point after.
I wonder if we're going to go for 2 here. Well, they're bringing in Omarion.
Yeah, Ripley's, they don't have the kicker out there, so Ripley's going for a 2-point conversion. And it's going to be a direct snap, it looks like, to Pitts, and the Wild Tiger. And he takes it, and he runs straight ahead, and he breaks through a handful of them and goes in off the left side. He was hit by about 3 or 4 people as soon as he made 2 or 3 steps forward, and one of them slow getting up off the field after running into Omarion. That's number 73. And so that makes the score now 34-13, Ripley over McNairy Central with 9:13 to go in this ball game. And again, that was just a lot of people call it Wildcat, or call it Wild Tiger. It was just a direct snap to the running back, and that was Pitts. And he goes in for the touchdown.
All right.
Or
Score
2-point conversion.
Dyersburg 56, Bolivar 24, Cover 42, Scottsdale 0, Westview 42, Liberty 6.
Are those finals? All finals.
All finals. That's the final. Hey, I was saying earlier that Bolivar did something that Covey couldn't do, and they put 24 on Dyersburg.
Wow, they did. Of course, they gave up a few more points, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Never know how many subs were playing late in the game that, that might have gave them some of the 24. But still, just to score that, I mean, Dyersburg's pretty tough this year. They're pretty solid. So good for Bolivar. All right, Ripley's going to kick the ball away with 9:13 to go in the game, leading 34-13.
And I know it may sound like at times that we're on the referees a lot. We don't mean to be. It's just that we can see what's taking place out there.
You got to call it like you see it.
That's right.
And we weren't the only ones.
Yeah, you know, we're not trying to be a sick horse to death or nothing like that. We can see what's going on. But anyway, they're human just like we are. They make mistakes just like we make mistakes.
Peabody 23 out of the 20. 2:28 left in the game.
I was looking for a Lexington score. I haven't seen that score. They were playing Northside tonight. And I was talking to the radio guy from Lexington today, and he said in their first game that they played this year, they had 17 players out with injury.
Who's that, Mike?
Lexington.
Wow.
And here's the kick. I think they still got like 4 out. And it's going to be taken at about the 9-yard line. It crosses the 15, the 20, the 25, and crosses the 30, breaks a couple tackles, 35, and finally knocked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. So good return for the McNairy Central Bobcats as they get the ball out to the 42-yard line where they'll have it 1st and 10.
That was K Stone at sophomore McNairy Central. Now I'm telling you, McNairy, they on the right path. They got some great players.
But it's going to be 1st and 10 for McNairy. They're going to have the ball. Going to put it down. Looks like it. Yeah, it's going to be at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:06 on the clock. Ripley leads 34-13. Ripley's defense has only given up 1 touchdown tonight. The other was a turnover. Pick 6, I think. Here's the snap, and the quarterback's looking to throw. He's throwing it. It's complete on a diving catch out to the 50-yard line. So that's about an 8-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd and 2 for McNairy.
Good pass, good catch by that senior for McNairy Central.
McNairy will have wideouts to either side, wings to either side. And the quarterback looking to throw again. Looking to throw, throwing downfield. And it's complete. We actually got lost in coverage. We had a man that was covering him, and he kind of just turned his back to him, lost him in coverage, and they completed for a 1st down. It's going to be down to the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for McNairy with 8:34 to go in the game.
Yeah, that was number 40 for the Tigers. He's a senior of Claybrook. He actually got turned around on the play, and the guy caught the ball and just began to run.
Again, 8:34 to go. Ripley on top, 34-13 in a region matchup here in Selmer, Tennessee. Quarterback wants to throw again, and he flushed out of the pocket, and he breaks a couple of tackles, and he's got the 1st down, and finally brought down just inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. Well, again, if you watch it, you can see we're over pursuing a little bit too much, and we're running past people instead of breaking down. And I know they're coached that, and I think we've got as good a coaches as anybody anywhere. I wouldn't trade the coaches we've got on our staff for any other coaching staff. Kids just don't always do what they're coached to do. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got a man, and it's incomplete. It was thrown high, and it falls incomplete. Yeah, kids don't play like you coach them to, just like kids don't mind like you want them to all the time.
Well, you don't like Mr. Clinton used to say, the way you practice, the way you play.
Always.
And you're not going to be up every game.
Yeah.
I mean, just like last night, everybody was expecting the Chiefs to beat the Lions, and the Lions ended up beating the Chiefs.
Absolutely. 8:04 to go in the game. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats at the Tiger 23-yard line. Here's the snap, and he's throwing it out, and it's complete. He cuts back across the middle of the field, and he's got close to the 1st down. A tackle made by number 43 of the Tigers. That's Art Alford. And it looks like it's going to be about a yard short. It'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that was number 5, Russell of the McNairy Central Bobcats caught that ball.
Good catch, good throw.
Oh, yeah, great.
We've got to work on our coverage for sure. because the other teams that are scouting, watching this, they're gonna pick on our weak spots. And quarterback drops straight back again. Wants to throw. He's gonna throw a fade pattern, and he throws it out of the field of play, and it falls incomplete. And he'll bring up third and about a yard. Well, maybe fourth. The scoreboard says second down, and the yard down marker says fourth. One thing we do know for sure, the ball's at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, we don't know what down it is.
It's either fourth or second. We're going to go with the one on the field because that's the one that looks favorable to us. So it's 4th down and 1 according to the scoreboard, or according to the yard marker. And so it's going to be a timeout called by McNairy Central. We'll take it with them and be back right after this. 7:18 to go in this ball game here in Selmer, Tennessee, as the Ripley Tigers travel to take on the McNairy Central Bobcats. And they're Ripley 1-0 in the district and trying to go 2-0 and make it 3-1 on the season if they can hold on for a win. But McNairy threatening now. They're going for it on 4th down. Of course, we've got to make sure we don't jump off sides because it's just 4th and 1. Big play. Big play for both teams right at this point. And the coach is moving somebody over. And here's a quarterback, empty backfield. And he's going to, I don't know, it's close. Depends on where the spot is. Number 92, Big Mooney, comes in for the tackle. And I don't think he got it.
That's a turnover on down. Not Ripley ball.
Yeah, Ripley has the ball 1st and 10, so Ripley holds them on downs, and you can credit that to big old Mooney.
Yeah, Big Mooney.
Mooney's like what I was telling somebody the other day.
Mooney is money.
He's a one-man gang.
Yeah, he is.
He's so big when he gets on you, he holler, "Y'all get off me." So Ripley gets the ball back with 7:14 to go in the game, leading 34-13 at their own 14-yard line. 2 wide right, 1 to the left, wing to the left. And they hand the ball to the running back going off the left side, and they grab him by his jersey, but he still carries them forward for about 9 or 10 yards before they finally push him out of bounds.
That was DeMarcus Barnes, a junior, number 14 for the Tigers. It looked like he carried the whole both teams.
It does, and that is enough for a 1st down. So that is a Farm Bureau Insurance Ripley Tiger 1st down. 7:45 and counting on the clock. Ripley will have Hurdle and Hearn split to the right. Got a wide out to the left as well. Smith in the backfield, shotgun, wing right. Takes a snap. There's going to be, I think we're going to get us for procedure. I think we had somebody that just moved a little bit, and that's going to back us up 5 procedure. And yeah, I agree he moved a little bit. He didn't move nearly as much as that quarterback did last week for Bolivar. And I actually talked to some other coaches. I showed other people that, and they agreed. If anybody else on the team had moved that much, it would have been offsides, and how it's okay for the quarterback to do it, I don't know. But anyway, here we go. 1st and 15 for the Tigers. Smith takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to the running back. He's coming outside. He breaks it back to the middle, and he gets out to the 25-yard line where he's going to be tackled. He just about gets the 5 back that we lost, and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 10 to go from the 25-yard line.
And to bring in McNairy. Bring in Pitt.
Big O comes back in. And let's see, Sammy Smith trying to get the coach's attention. 2 wide left, 1 wide to the right. Wing right. And Big O comes this way, runs into a crowd, runs out of a crowd, and then runs over a few people. They finally stop him. No, they still haven't stopped him yet. And it looked like they were going to stop him at 5-yard gain, and he ends up picking up about 9 out of it. You got to get his feet out from under him.
Yeah.
As long as he's got his feet on the ground, he's going to push a pile.
Yeah, you gotta hit him low.
Low, and you, like I said, you got to take his feet out from under him because he's got, I mean, he's got legs that look like tree trunks. So it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Tigers at their own 34-yard line. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Wing right. And they hand the ball to Pitts again, trying to get outside. He's going to turn it back in the middle, and he's going to be right at the 35-yard line. It looks like that should be enough for a Farm Bureau Insurance first down. Ripley eating up clock now.
Number 77, Joshua Williams.
We should have that, or they should have to measure.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to do. It's going to be an official timeout for a measurement.
Officials timeout on the field for one measurement.
Not as close as the one y'all gave on McNairy, but I'll make this
I hope they bring the chain to the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
And let's see, as they stretch it out, it looks here, it is a first down. So again, that is a Farm Bureau Insurance for Ripley Tiger first down. 4:17 to go in the game. Ripley on top 34-13 with a fresh set of downs at their own 35-yard line.
It's going to be a first down.
Ripley have 2 wide to the left. And I believe Hurdle's going to go wide to the right. There he comes, number 11. Wing to the right for the Tigers, or really more of a halfback, or a H-back. And Smith's going to run it himself. And gets away from the first tackler and gets the corner and goes down the far side for 5 yards or so. Looks like he's around the 40.
Yeah, he was almost tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, he was. He was hit, and luckily was able to pull away from the first tackler, but he does pick up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Ball at the Tigers' own 40-yard line.
With 3:35 to go in the game.
Tigers eating up clock. Clock still running. Tigers not in any hurry. Another first down. We'll just about end this game. And it's going to be a pass going long downfield and almost complete, but a good job by the defense, number 22. He did get a hand in there. It was intended for Hurdle down at the 25-yard line, and it does fall incomplete. I know we were trying to get another touchdown there, but it does stop the clock. I'd like to see the clock continue to run. But still only 3:16 to go in the game. Still only 3rd down. So like I said, one more first down, we can pretty much ride this game out. Or of course, they have to score twice. So it looks like, unless something drastic happens, Ripley's going to come out of this game 3-1 and 2-0 in region play.
We still got a lot of things to clean up.
Oh, no doubt. Ripley will send 2 wide to the right. Big O back in. Wing to the left. And there's going to be, not sure if it was a timeout. Yeah, timeout called. So with that timeout, with 3:16 to go, called by Ripley, we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the last 3 minutes and 16 seconds. 3:16 left in this game. Ripley has the ball and the lead. It's 3rd down and 5. They have it at their own 40-yard line. They lead 34-13. Ripley have 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Low snap. Smith's going to pick it up. He runs off the left side, and he's hit and pushes and falls forward. And if he didn't get the first down, he's going to scare it to death. But that was by 2nd and 3rd efforts.
Yeah.
Depends on the spot. They're going to say it's 4th down. So it's 4th and less than a yard. Ripley's going to keep their offense in and go for the first down. If they can get a first down here, they can pretty much run the clock out. And they send the jumbo package in because they send number 92, Big Mooney, in. And they also send two backs in, and that's going to be direct snap to Pitts, and he breaks through, crosses the 45 down to about the 44-yard line to pick up another Ripley Tiger Farm Bureau Insurance first down with 2:21 to go in the game. Ripley picks up a first down off that direct snap back to number 41 for the Tigers, Big O, Omarion Pitts.
Well, looks like Bolton's had a turnaround this year. They're 4-0 and beat Wooddale 49-20. But I haven't seen the Lexington score.
Clock is winding. Two wide left, one to the right for the Tigers. Wing back to the left. And the quarterback's going to hand it off number 14, trying to get outside, but he's caught from behind for a loss.
Making the tackle on the ball carrier, number 2, Ezekiel House Waycaster.
So he loses about 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 15.
About a 5-yard loss on the play, second down for the Tigers.
Tiger travel to Liberty next week in Jackson. We take on the Liberty Tech Magnet School.
That's right. Make your plans to be there. If you can't be there, either watch it on Tiger TV or tune in to 1570 or 104.9 and keep up and support the Ripley Tigers. Come out and support them if you can. Here's a snap. It goes to Smith. He's looking to throw, looking downfield. Got a lot of time, and he's going to throw it long, and it's complete to Hearn. A hurdle, I guess, and he breaks one tackle. He's across the 10, the 15, and 5, and goal line. Touchdown, Tigers, with 57 seconds to go in this game. That is a Bank Tennessee Ripley Tigers touchdown to make the score 40-13. It's about time we've been giving up points in the last couple of minutes of the game. I'm glad to see that we're now starting to score in the last couple of minutes of the game. I know you got us some updates.
Yeah, Northside 18, Lexington 17 to final.
Wow, Lexington came back and played a good game.
Westview 42, Liberty 6, Covington 42, Scottsdale 0, Dyersburg 56, Bolivar 24.
We're getting ready for the point after. It's going to be Deloach snapping to Hearn and kicked by Hendricks, and it is good. So with 57 seconds to go in the game, Ripley 41.
No good. 50.
No good. No good.
No good. So the score stays 40-13. Hard to tell from this angle. I thought it looked good. Evidently, it wasn't. So the score remains 40-13 with 57 seconds to go in the game. And as you mentioned, Tracy, next Friday the Ripley Tigers will be in Jackson playing Liberty Magnet. So try to make your plans to come and support the Ripley Tigers. They're playing hard. You know, they're learning, they're getting better, they're making mistakes, but they're learning from them. And as long as we make it in the playoffs and gel at the right time and make a good run in the playoff, you know, this coach we've been to the playoffs more times under this coach in a shorter period of time than any other coach we've ever had. And in 6 years in a row we've been to the playoff. We've always won the first round. And I think in 2020 or 2019, we made it to the quarterfinals, which tied for the furthest, the deepest Ripley's ever been in the playoffs. So, you know, obviously we want to continue that and make it in the playoffs this year and try to make a good run. And I know it's what the coaches are working for and the players as well. So come out and support them and support the football team, the cheerleaders, the band. Just support all the young folks in Lauderdale County. Ripley getting ready to kick the ball away. So Ripley is ready to kick.
Let me tell you, that was a fantastic catch by her.
Oh, it was. I mean, and then a good run after the catch.
Right.
Because he caught it in traffic. Had to kind of seem like go up over the shoulder to catch it, and then had to break a tackle, and then outrun him to the end zone. Ripley does a little squib kick, and a good job. Thought it was going to stay in bounds, but it does go out of bounds. So with 57 seconds to go in the game, McNairy Central will have the ball. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, there was a long drive up here. We got a long drive back, but
And let's see, I think they're, let's see, are they going to take it at 35? Yeah, they're going to decline the penalty and take it at 35, not make them kick over. No, well, they've got the ball set at the 40. I guess maybe that's where it went out of bounds. At any rate, McNairy Central has the ball at their own 40, 1st and 10, trailing 40-13. Got one wide to the left, one wide to the right. Quarterback's just going to run to his right, and he cuts back up the middle and brought down after a short gain by Big O, Omarion Pitts. Again, he's all over the field, and he has really adapted well to the defensive side of the ball. Of course, you know, needs a few yards. He's the man to take it on the offensive side, but just all around real good, just good athlete.
Yeah, he is.
You know, he's also a baseball player as well, and a good kid too. 25 seconds to go in the game. McNairy to the line. The quarterback is running the option. He pitches it out to number 8, and he's brought down from behind by number 35 of the Tigers, which is 35 is Shamar Hayes, and that's going to be the last play of the game. So the final here from Selmer, Tennessee, McNairy Central Bobcats 13, your Ripley Tigers 40. So the Ripley Tigers advance to 3-1 on the season, 2-0 in the region play. So congratulations to the Ripley Tigers.
Yes, like I said, next Friday night is Liberty and Jackson.
Well, that's going to do it from here. So make your plans again to be at Jackson Liberty next Friday night. Support your Ripley High School Tigers. And again, that's going to do it here from McNairy Central. Final score 40-13, Ripley over McNairy Central. Yeah, everybody be safe. Have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless.